Hello and welcome to this Hippo Blitz video featuring a chest opening secret weapon, the Hippo Defense. So let me know in the comments what you think of this Hippo Defense, whether you think it's garbage, whether you like it or don't like it. I noticed it helps in Blitz games. You may not have as much success in longer games where people can sit there and calculate more. But let's take a look at this Hippo Defense in some Blitz games. All right, here we go. So basically it's a double fianchetto opening. So first I'll start off like that. We're going to fianchetto both bishops and then just go from there. So one thing that this opening helps with is to confuse the opponent sometimes, and you get to develop your pieces pretty quickly. Oh, now I want to play this move. That way if they move forward, I can capture with that pawn. All right, so this is the Hippo Defense right here. Now we can castle, but my opponent's moving pretty quickly in this game. Now they're kind of confused. Oh, I had a good move here that I may have overlooked. C4, and then capture here, and then I can try and pick off this unprotected knight. Okay, so they haven't noticed that yet, the unprotected knight. So we could try and exchange pieces off here. All right. Well, now what do we want to do? All right, we'll just attack him. I don't know, maybe it didn't work out so good in this game. I tried to play quickly, and it may have caused a problem. We'll see here. But I'm attacking the bishop. Now the bishop will have to retreat. Now, do I go after this pawn? That's the question. Probably should castle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get my king out of the center. All right, so we have an attack there. Do I use my pawn or the bishop? I'm going to use the bishop. All right, now he was able to jump in there. Okay, can I just ignore that? I could go after that pawn, which I think I'm going to do. I think I'll go that way. And now I'm threatening to jump up here and fork the queen and the bishop. And I need to watch the time. I usually play this without talking, so it's a little more difficult here, talking while I'm playing. Okay, so he goes for that check, so I have to capture, but that helped me develop my queen, so that kind of helped me out. Now he should be able to pick off this pawn. Oh, he goes that way instead. All right. Well, what should we do? Activate our rook? Maybe go here. Attack the queen. Now we're having time issues. Okay. Let's go here. Try and pile up on that piece. I should have gone here. Well, I don't know. I stay on the opposite colored square from this bishop here. All right. Well, now what? Where do I put this bishop? Maybe I go here. All right. Now what? Okay, so he drops back. I need to go after. Oh, if I do that, he'll pin me. Let's see. Okay, we're running out of time. We'll just go there. Oh, I need to push that pawn and go after his rook there. Possibly. I mean, now what? He could attack me. But I don't know. This guy is doing a good job, or a female, whoever it is, they are doing a good job covering everything, like playing fast. So usually people get confused and have issues. All right, what is this person trying to do now? Let's see. Oh, all right, I need to go after that knight, forcing the knight up here into the corner. Then I can bring my knight back to the center. Okay, so where do we go here? How about here? We don't want to block in the pawn, and if his bishop tries to jump in here, we can just capture now. We could possibly, at some point, if he moves his bishop, we could try and go up here and threaten a mate, maybe. All right. Do I attack the queen? Do I move this? All right. Oh, I can pick off that pawn, I guess. So we'll do that. All right, so now what? Now what do we want to do? And time is becoming an issue now. All right, so now what do I do? Go after this other pawn, or do I drop back? I'm going to go here. Get ready to attack the queen, maybe. Oh, now I can attack the queen with my bishop. So that works. And now we can swing over here like this. I have to figure out where to put this bishop, though. Where to put the bishop. Maybe it would have been better to bring, well, it's too late now, but let's see. Let's go there. All right, now maybe we can jump up there, attack his bishop. All right, there we get a fork out of it because they're running out of time. So we see how the Hippo defense worked out in that game. So kind of crazy. Now in these games, I'll try and get a few of these blitz games in. So instead of doing a whole review and an analysis, I'll just do a quick game review just to see what was going on. Which, you know, I recommend that you do a game review after all your games at the minimum. You know, a more in-depth analysis would be ideal. But in blitz games, you know, if you're just trying to work on an opening, you can play a whole bunch of games to get practice in. So it looks like I missed something here. We'll have to see what that was. And then the thing about the Hippo, you start off and you're kind of behind for a lot of the game. And then a lot of times your opponent gets to a point where they're not sure what to do next. And then the game can slowly turn in your favor. And then it looks like I had an advantage. Until the end, I kind of fizzled out a little bit. But then won in the end, and the time made a difference. So this is a system opening where you can kind of do the same moves all the time, or most of the time, depending what your opponent does. And it saves you a lot of time in blitz games. So that's why I think it's a chess opening secret weapon for blitz games and quick time controls, because there's some tricky tactics that the more you play this opening, you can play it with white or black, and you can play some games really quickly and gain a time advantage, especially if your opponent is not sure what to do and they start slowing down after they've made normal developing moves. All right. Let's see here. We had, looks like I played at a 1450 level versus their 1200. And what do we have next here? They had 2 blunders. So we had no blunders. They had 7 inaccuracies versus 3. Okay, let's just blast through a game review real quick here. So just to look at the highlights. So we do the double fianchetto setup. We get our pawns on that 6th rank, or our 3rd rank, sorry, our 3rd rank. And then we look for a pawn break, a lot of times with the C or the F pawns moving forward. Okay, so this is a blunder here. Now, why is that a blunder? What did I miss? This permits the opponent to win a knight through an eventual fork. Okay. I don't know. Well, obviously I didn't take advantage of that. Win a knight through an eventual fork. Well, it looks like I want to go after this knight, which is unprotected. Do I capture this pawn? Yeah, maybe that's what I should have done. Captured this pawn. So, yep, okay, I overlooked that. And see, the more you play this Hippo defense, the more you can find patterns like this. So this is a common pattern where they leave a knight unprotected. I've had many games where my bishop was able to just pick off a knight, or this bishop was able to go up here and pick off the G pawn and trap the rook. So there's a lot of, this looks like not the greatest opening, and you don't play the best opening moves. You just get a setup, and then in the middle game, you start looking for little tactical patterns that reoccur. All right, so let's see. I'll show the moves here. Oh, wait, did I do that correctly? Let me go back here. All right, so they move here. That was the blunder, and we went there. But we should have taken, best would have been, hold on. Let me get a handle on this. They make the blunder, we go there. Best would have been that move, and then the moves to follow it up would have been capture, and then we fork. Okay, so that's another common theme, is a fork or trapping a piece in the middle of the board here. So I'll try and just blast through this, and then we can get on to another Hippo game. All right, so that was the best move. I wanted to threaten a fork of the queen and the bishop, but my opponent had time to get out of that. Now, this wasn't the greatest move. What would have been best here? Oh, to just go up after the bishop. So then what would the bishop do? If it retreated, we capture. We could, if it moves forward, we could attack with this pawn possibly. So, a better option to attack. And so that's something I have to work on, is more attack, more offense, and less defense. Okay, so a mistake here, a blunder, in fact. Oh, and that's how the game ended. We were able to just pick off the bishop, forking the king and the rook. Then we'll get the rook next, and we'll just be ahead in material. And we have 44 seconds to their 8. Okay, let's get out of here and do another hippo game and see what happens here. All right, here we go. So the same thing. We're doing a double fianchetto setup. Our opponent is playing cautiously, trying to figure out what to play against this. Then we just bring up our center pawns 1 square each. Bring our knights up behind those pawns. Now see, already our opponent is burning up time, trying to figure out what the heck to do here. All right, so we block that attack on our queen. And now we can chase that bishop away. Now, a lot of times they'll create a battery against your, with a king, or excuse me, with a queen and a bishop, and try and trade off your bishop. And you can bring this pawn up and prevent them from trading off your bishops here. Okay, so we'll just bring that one up. Just to kind of keep the knight out of the position. So we've achieved this hippo defense setup again. We're ready to castle. Now, he'll probably move here, creating a queen and bishop battery and preventing us from castling, because then he could just pick this pawn off. So you want to watch out for that, because if he puts his queen on d7 and I castle, he can just pick this pawn off after I castle and then go after my bishop. So sometimes you might have to run your king over, but here we can just castle. So I'll go ahead and do that. Then I'll move my king up here to help cover this pawn in case he moves his queen up. And now, let's see. We just kind of wait and see what they do next. We could push this c pawn. That might be a good move. Maybe put my rook here to cover this bishop, which is unprotected, in case the center opens up and his bishop eyes mine. So maybe we'll try that. Okay, so he goes here, so we can just kick his bishop away. And then we can bring up this pawn as well and kind of get a lockdown on the center. But this does possibly let his knight in. His knight jump in here at some point. Now he'll probably push this pawn and try and attack. What are our options? We could just start piling up our rooks here on this. Maybe try and get an open C file. Okay, so he wants to move here. We can go ahead and chase that knight back and then drop our knight in here, moving it forward to help us defend and get it closer to his king side. All right. He goes after that. Now, what do? We could move our queen up there, but instead we'll move the knight to cover. Oh no, I fell for that trap that I mentioned. All right, so that's something you got to watch out for. I just fell for the trap of his bishop lined up on mine. So that was just a tactical oversight. Look at that. I'm really winning with 4 minutes versus his 2 as far as time. But, that was kind of a mess there. All right, well, we want to get rid of pawns. So let's start pushing forward here. Oh, we're threatening a fork now. So, he'll probably notice that, of course, but let's see what happens. Ah, can't believe I did that. All right, well, now see, they're burning time. They're winning right now, but they're burning a lot of time. So I'll just go for a time win, but I have to watch that. See, I even said I should have moved that rook over there, and I just got sidetracked in the heat of the game, these blitz games with tactics going. So the game was going my way until that tactical oversight there. All right, so we'll do that, which, maybe that wasn't the best move. Let's see. We'll go here. Just try and close this up by pushing this pawn forward. And look how they're really burning through their time. We might be able to just win on time here if we don't make any more mistakes. Oh, that's a little tricky maneuver right there. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just go right here. And then we'll be able to push forward and trade his queen off, I guess. Ah, that's a mess. So, made a mistake, but we're going for the time win if we can. All right, so if we push that, we'll just go there. We're going after his queen. Maybe he won't notice and he'll attack with his bishop here on this pawn. All right, so now we want to try and, oh, now he could try and go that way. Let's bring our queen up to here. All right. Okay, what next? We'll just go here. Or actually, let's go that way. All right, and see, look, it looks like we might be able to just run them out of time. Okay, well, let's just go there. There we go. We picked that off. And now, let's see. We'll just go there. All right. And they ran out of time. So another advantage of the hippo, we just run them out of time, even though I think they were winning at this, or no, well, I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's look at a quick game review and see what was going on in that game. Man, so the time advantage helps out a lot in these blitz games because you make your first, I don't know, 10, 20 moves so fast. And a lot of times they don't know what to do against the hippo. All right. So, blunders. We each had one. It looks like they played at a 1400 level. I played at 1300. So, yeah, I could have played better in that, especially if I wouldn't have given up that bishop. That's something to watch out for. Okay. mistakes or inaccuracies. I had 5 versus their 1. We each had 1 mistake. I missed an opportunity, and we both had 1 blunder. So let's do the quick game review, just blast through this. So as I was saying, you just double fianchetto both your bishops. You push these pawns up to the 3rd rank, and then at that point, you know, once you get everything developed, you can push the C or the F pawns, and then you can push the G pawn up like this, attacking. Although here it doesn't like that move. It says best would have been C to push the other one forward, and then maybe you're threatening to keep pushing, attacking the knight. You know, maybe it also lets you bring this knight up, you know, closer. So one advantage of pushing these pawns, the B or G pawn, is to drop the knight in behind that pawn and move it further up the board. All right, so let's keep going here. This was the blunder that lost me my bishop. So, yeah, better, excuse me, would have been, looks like best would have been to bring the queen over here and just protect. So now, well, you know, maybe you could even just capture the bishop, get rid of that defending bishop, which is always a good idea. You know, this way you knock the bishop out, and now these dark squares are weaker around the king. All right, moving on. After my blunder, they're pretty much winning right here. So now it's saying it's a way to win a rook. Huh. Okay. How would they win a rook? Okay, why would you do that move and just give up your rook? That doesn't make sense. Come on, computer. I mean, there's probably some better computer meaning behind that. Now you're threatening this move, but we just saved our rook in the game. So if we go back, all right, so our blunder, they capture. See, there we saved our rook, and we were able to keep our pair of rooks, and then just win on time. So they have a blunder here because they're just so low on time. And black is still ahead, but not by much. What was that? Was that a mistake there? Better would have been to move that knight up. All right, move the knight up. So that would have been best. You know, and then where are you going with this knight? Because they could probably just attack it. Oh, but then you could attack this and protect it, although, yeah, that might be a possibility. Okay, that would have been a better way forward. I should have slowed down. I started trying to move faster so he would run out of time, but I had 2 minutes left. I should have slowed down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so here he just ran out of time. On to the next Hippo Blitz game. Let's see here. And you can play this with black or white. Finally, okay, here we have a black version. So let's try that. All right, so right now they're trying to play a London system against us, and they're going to start being unsure of what to play here. Yeah, so see now, they're not sure what to do. So we're just going to play a6, and now they're burning through time. Okay, so we'll go after that and kick that bishop back. Then we can move this pawn. And here, maybe we line up our rook. Oh, okay, here's one of the things I was talking about. Sometimes they overlook these kind of moves. All right, where do we just drop this bishop back and save time here. Okay, so now he jumps forward. We can go ahead and just, do we want to push and attack that knight? Or do we just develop and attack it? So maybe we do that. Maybe we just develop and attack that way. You know, we're ahead by a pawn. We could just start trading some material down. All right. Now, what do we want to do here? Okay. Well, we could just go there. Oh, but then that would allow him to come into the position. So, oh, let's do this. Let's go after the knight and then push forward here, keeping the king side closed. Well, although he might sacrifice that knight. All right, we'll do that. And now it looks like we're going to have to castle on the other side. Pretty tricky. Pretty tricky. Okay, well, let's do that. Try and back everything up. All right. Do we go there and threaten to bring our queen out? We'll do that. All right, let's do that. Now, oh, he can come around on the other side, but if he does that, oh my gosh, okay, see, I just messed up and I left my king in the center there. But I don't know, we can keep playing. See, now they have a lot of time. If you're playing against somebody who's doing really good on their time, you know, then you could have issues. So we want to bring this king, you know, or get this king out of here. If he'll let me bring my rook over. Huh. Should I go here? Maybe. All right, so this person, yeah, they are doing a good job of keeping a handle on things. I need to move. All right, well, let's capture that piece. All right, and let's go here. All right. Well, what are we gonna do next? Just double up. Maybe just double up there. All right. Oh, now that is a problem. That is a problem. Do I go there? Do I go over here? Oh man, he's threatening to get me. Oh, this sneaky guy. Sneaky guy. All right, I'm going to have to resign this one. I think they got me. They got me. Because he can just go, well, here. He's threatening to go there. All right, and I'm running out of time. So I'm going to resign this one. We'll just keep this moving along. So the mistake I made there was getting my king trapped in the center. You know, that was one of the big mistakes. Let's look at the review here. And they played quick. So if you're playing somebody that's just moving really fast, then it's even tougher. So they played at a 1250 level versus my 1150. And I had a blunder. So what was the blunder here? Moving my king up. Oh yeah, because of this, man. Yep, I should have definitely just brought this bishop up here to block his bishop. So an oversight, trying to move quickly, another tactical, which, you know, that's the problem with blitz games. The games are so fast that it's either going to be decided by mistakes because you're hurrying, or time. You're just going to run out of time. You know, so you have to hurry, and then you're going to make mistakes because you're hurrying. So the hippo defense helps. It helps keep you moving pretty fast in the beginning. But if you're playing somebody who's just playing all their moves fast, then it's just going to be tough. All right. So best would have been, of course, to just block that, and then, you know, how would then we would maintain the edge here. All right, so that would have been a lot better. I just made a, you know, kind of a blunder in time trouble. Okay, let's look at, you know, after this, there's not much to look at. We were just in trouble. I should have brought this other rook over, it looks like, and just given up this pawn, apparently. Now there's a mate in 6, so here we go. We'll just look at how it went here. That is a bad move. I should have ran away. Run. And then I just resigned here. Okay. Let's get out of this and play another one. So new 5-minute game. We have the white pieces. Now you can also really fool your opponent by starting out with just some kind of garbage moves and then transpose back into the hippo, and they think, oh, I'm playing a real beginner here. But then, you know, sometimes they'll underestimate you because they think, oh, this person's a real beginner. All right, what will they do now? Okay, so we're going to bring our knights up, get ready to castle. Okay. So we'll do that. Go ahead and castle. Our hippo defense has been set up. They're attacking. We push forward, gaining some space. You know, we may threaten to push and kick their knight. We might as well go. Oh, okay. So they're trying to trade off our bishop. Well, we don't want to let them do that. So we'll go there. And then might as well just play that. You know, that way if they capture our pawn, we can recapture, and then we can fight for this open C file. Okay, if he jumps in there, is that going to worry us? Well, now we can pick off this pawn, I guess. So we'll do that. We'll pick that off. All right, now How about we just go here and entice him to move forward, attacking our queen, and we'll trade off this knight and kind of close up this square. Well, no, if he does that, we can pick off the pawn with our bishop there. All right, so he's trying something by going around that way. I guess we can just move our... Well, let's just kick him away. We'll just kick him out of there. And if he moves forward, we'll capture him. Yeah, and then we'll push forward. Oh, but then his queen can jump in there. So let's move like that. All right. Now we can bring our rooks over. Let's see, should we attack his knight? Yeah, let's move forward. Let's attack his knight. Then we can push forward, attack his bishop. Then we can move forward, attack this bishop. All right, and now let's take the open file. He kind of helped us grab the open file here because now we can attack him with our rook. And then, oh no, blunder alert. Blunder alert. Okay, that was just bad. And we're in check. Oh my gosh, come on. Awful. Got to watch out for those blunders. You know, it's tricky. The tactics when you're trying to play quick. See, my opponent's moving like really fast here. So it's tough to play against fast opponents like that. All right, let's start attacking here. Attack the queen. All right, now we can go up here, maybe try and attack. All right. You know, at least now they're thinking, but they have a one game. You know, they're ahead a whole rook for, what do I have out of it? 2 pawns. So, you know, not so good. Oh, wait a minute. We could try that maneuver. Attacking the queen and the bishop at the same time. All right, what do we want to do here? How about that? And guess we're going to have to give up our bishop. All right. Do we push forward like that? Man, now what? Now what? All right, at least we're hanging in there. Oh, look at this. look at this, a checkmate. Oh my gosh. Oh, they walked into that one. So see, they can't go here or here. They're in check. They have to back up, and then we push the pawn and win. Oh my gosh. So yeah, in Blitz, there's always these crazy moves that pop up sometimes. So game review, we hung in there even after the blunder and ended up winning. So don't give up, especially in Blitz games. Even if you blunder, you never know what could happen later in the game. All right. Well, let's see what we have here. Looks like I had 3 great moves. I had 1 inaccuracy versus their 6. I had 3 mistakes versus their 5. 0 misses, and they had 1 miss. We both had 1 blunder. So my blunder was giving up this rook. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was awful. It looks like I should have just traded queens here. Just attacked his queen. All right, so if I would have played that, things would have been a little easier, but then it just got crazy. So let's go back and do this review. Here we go. Hold on. What is happening here? All right, game review. So like I was saying, you can just push these pawns on the end, and your opponent is going to be like, what is this guy doing? He must be a total newbie to chess, or whatever you call him. A fish, a patzer. He must be awful. And so they just play in the center. Now you bring both the pawns out. So this is just an awful chess opening. But you're going to transpose into the hippo defense, and then things will change. You have to watch out, though. If you're playing against a very aggressive, quick player, you could get in trouble using these bad moves at the beginning. All right, so continuing on. This was a mistake. What does it recommend? Instead, best would have been to just push the pawn here. And then maybe jump the knight back into here. Eyeing this square in the future. All right. Next. The queen picks off this pawn, which was best. And then we're doing good. We captured here, which was a great move. And then here we're still ahead by +1, but this is a mistake. Best would have been to keep our bishop pair and just improve our knight. Maybe, here we could threaten to move here and fork the the queen and the bishop. So, that could be a decent move. Although the bishop would maybe move here, and then if we attack the queen, what does the queen do? Move over here maybe, or here to the king side. All right, so I was ahead in material by a pawn. I tried to exchange, and then this blunder. So we hung in there after the blunder. We're in a completely losing position. Our king is in check, and we just hang in there and end up winning. So this was a blunder, this move. What would have been best? The rook here. Oh, I guess to protect the, so our rook can't pick this pawn off. And then we're threatening maybe bringing the queen over, but I don't know. They could just attack our queen, and the queen here is guarding that, but all right. So, yeah, I guess that's what he was doing, protecting this. And best, like we said, would have been to, now, instead of going up here, attacking our queen. Let me go back. Sorry, I'm losing the path here. So that is bad. And now they should have gone down here to our king side, try and start breaking things open. We capture, which is a great move. This wins a bishop because now they have to recapture, and then It looks like it would have been even better to capture it with the bishop and hold on to our rook. But I don't know. I was afraid of him, causing some kind of problems. He could just go here and double up on my bishop. I'd have to retreat anyway. Then he would have doubled rooks. All right, so the game continued like this. He goes after the pawns. It looks like he should have gone here instead to get behind the passed pawns, maybe. And then after that, we capture, and the computer says that is a mistake. Best would have been to push this pawn. But then he would have a passed pawn to start marching down the board. Okay. Huh. All right. Well, and that was the blunder, allowing us to push forward and threaten a checkmate. Well, mate in 2. Okay, on to another Hippo Blitz game. Here we go. Black once again. So let's go this way. See if we can confuse them a little bit. So a lot of what should I say? This is the Jobava London. All right, so they get what they want. They have a great center. They're basically ahead here. But we're just going to start moving into the Hippo defense and see what they do. And see, already they're taking a little bit of time. They're a little bit confused. They're not sure which way to go forward. Excuse me. All right. So now they would love us to open the position up, but we're just going to kick that bishop back, develop our knight. We need to develop all our pieces before we do anything crazy and start opening up the position. But sometimes it's better to open the position than close it here in the center. But I noticed when you close it in these blitz games, a lot of time they're not sure what to do. So let's see if they just keep pushing forward here. All right, so now let's see what we want to do. We'll just move our king over here. And we might have to do a manual castle. Either that or leave our king in the middle. Sometimes you can just move around and and just confuse your opponent by moving pieces around. All right, so we should bring our queen up. So we'll do that. All right, we want to keep our king side closed. Now we can probably just move our king over here and get our other rook out. Okay. Do I want to go there? Okay, I don't have time to think, so we just want to keep moving quickly here. So there, now we're all right. We're going to go, do we go after that? Why not? We'll go there. Then we can go that way. Okay, so, oh, they want to break things open. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. All right, now, what should we try next? How about we bring our bishop out? All right, well, let's do that first. We'll do that first. All right, now we can go there and attack. Whew, this is pretty tricky. Our king is kind of hanging in the wind a little bit here. All right, we should... we don't want him to double rooks, so let's go here. All right, now... we'll go there, there. All right, well, we've stopped a lot of problems, but this could be an issue over here, so we might as well just pick him off, go after the queen. We do have a good bishop here. He probably doesn't want to give up his queen. Okay, well, now we can attack his queen again. All right, so now should we jump over here and attack his bishop? We'll go there, attacking his bishop. And we might have an option of capturing here, then picking this pawn off, or, oh yeah, we can just pick that off anyway. So we'll do that, go after his knight. If he captures our knight, well, he's in check, so... All right, now we can pick that off. All right, so now what? We just drop back to there. Okay, now what? Maybe go here. Oh, I should have checked him maybe. Yeah, I should have checked him. Then I could go after his queen. But I still have that option to check him. Oh, but I'm going after this pawn now, so that's good. All right. All right. And what is the time looking like? We have a minute more than he does. Okay. Well, might as well go after that, kind of open things up a little bit. Then we'll go here. We need to get this bishop up here, possibly. All right, do we just move our king over? Yeah, maybe we just move our king out of the way. Okay, so now, we can check him. So that helped us out a lot. Okay, what would be best here? We have to watch out. We'll go there. Here. All right. Okay, we might as well just trade queens off and then go into an endgame. Oh, he just gave me his queen, so we'll take that. And then now we're just winning. Okay, so there you go. Another crazy Hippo Blitz game. Let's look at the game review and see what was going on in that crazy game. Okay. Let's see. It looks like, see, White had an edge for the first half of the game, and then he just kind of let it slip away until we just held the advantage for the rest of the game until we won. So it looks like I played at a 78.9 versus their 72.8. And now, inaccuracies. They had 5, I had 7, so that's not very good. But in these blitz games, oh, and also some of the inaccuracies will be because of these hippo moves. The computer doesn't like them because they're not the best moves. You're just trying to achieve the hippo system, the setup, and then once you do that, then you decide how to move forward in the middle game. And it takes a lot of players out of their prepared opening book moves. So that's another advantage of playing the hippo. All right, so we each had a miss. All right, let's blast through. One other thing. I wanted to look at the, let me go back. See what level we played at. They played at 1250. I played at 1400. Okay, so the review. Here we go. So we're setting up the double fianchetto here, and then we keep the center closed. And then you have to try and figure out how to move forward. And that's where a lot of players get confused, me included sometimes. I'm not sure what the best path is. Here, I probably should have just taken that knight. Is that what I did? Yes, okay. And then that move, it did not like. What would have been better there? Oh, the fork. Okay, yep. I should have played that move, got rid of another piece because I'm ahead in material. I could have got rid of his bishop pair. All right. So that would have been a good move. And if he moves his bishop, well, he can't. His queen is under attack. So we could just knock out his bishop pair. Let's look at the moves here. Oh, and then we guard that. Huh. All right. And that's all it's showing. All right. Let's see what happened in the game. Another mistake. Better would have been to knock out this knight. But I could have recaptured, and then maybe start lining up here on his king or on his queen side where his king is. So moving forward, we just start trading off. And then I had a little tactic there, gaining a pawn. Breaking open his king side, which helped in the end game. All right, so that is a mistake. It loses a pawn. What did I do? I found that and captured. Now his king is on the run, unprotected in the center of the board, but I have to watch this queen capture with check and picking off my bishop here. And then that would, looks like that would put him ahead material-wise. So, okay, it didn't like that. He should have, this is a mistake. Best would have been, what, to capture. Oh, yeah, if I go this way, where does he go? And no matter what he does, well, I could go here and attack his queen and threaten this pawn, but then he could try and jump back into the center of the board. So let's see what the moves are that are recommended. Oh, and that's it. Come on, computer. You can show me a little bit more. All right. Yeah, but then here I just picked off his queen. So there you have it. And that's how the game ended. Yeah, he resigned there. All right, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Hippo Blitz secret chess opening, or secret, what did I call it? A chess opening secret weapon, because it can help you gain some rating points in these Blitz time controls. So I was experimenting with openings, practicing things, and my rating dropped all the way down to like 1,000 and something. And I just, without fail, it's like I can bring it back up with this hippo defense. I can just gain like another 100, 150 points pretty quickly because one, it saves me from losing a lot of games by running out of time. So if you're playing a complicated opening and trying to remember all the moves, time becomes a crucial factor. All right, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for those that haven't already. Feel free to leave any comments that you would like. So thanks for watching and have a super chess day.